All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5. 5 episode of the ComeUp VideoShow. First week wrapped up. A lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions. But so far, I'm very grateful to pursue this new journey of video show podcasting. It's something I've done in the past, but I feel like now I'm like more motivated to get content out there, more motivated to get stuff. And I guess, with obviously with COVID-19, like people are just, how they have more free time. So it's much better for people to see my work, see the content. And before school starts, I'm currently going to be a student at GCC, Hartnell Community College here in Glendale, California. I want to get as many podcasts as I can. So far, we had 5 guests. Shout out to Carlos Rosales, Lupe Martinez. We had Yolanda Mendoza, and now we're going to have Lupe Martinez. So let's get it on, and let's introduce her real quick. Let's pull her bio. Lupe Martinez, she was born and raised in Salinas, California, 831 area. She attended Hartnell College, but dropped out to pursue a different path. She's found passion in self-expression through photography and writing. She mostly enjoys taking self-portraits of others. She says her photography is very diverse, as she likes to take photographs of all aspects: cars, couples, landscapes, etc. She considers herself a self-creator as she uses her platform to self-express. She can say it's been 3 years of deciding whether she would become a freelancer or take a journey of becoming a photographer. It's been a road of learning and creating a passion behind her camera. So let's bring her on in, Lupe Martinez. Lupe Martinez, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, what's up?
How are you? What's up? What's new?
Doing good. Doing good.
Yeah, doing good. Anything interesting this weekend? It's Sunday.
Catching up
Catching
on,
up.
yeah,
Okay. What are you catching up on? Pictures?
just pictures, chores,
Yeah, doing the adulting life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel you too, because I work all week, and weekends are the days I pretty much catch up on stuff. I was finishing up this new project that I got done with which I was working for the past week. So it feels good just to get shit out of your fucking chest, because it's just like, damn, like it's so stressful. And I got to do
Yeah.
laundry, and then I got
Yeah.
to cook food, and it's adulting life. You know how it is. But what's up? Tell us about a little bit of your photography. We kind of introduced you a little bit. You said you like to self-express through photography, a little bit of everything: cars, photo shoot, couple photo shoots, portraits. Tell us about your work.
Well, I've been doing photography for 3 years already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, I've been doing it since I was a kid. I just wasn't ever aware that I was doing it. But
Wow.
now that I've been actually like freelancing, just been doing everything. I like to learn, so I am open to doing different shoots, whether
Okay.
it's like kid shoots, couples, cars. I'm like wanting to learn everything just so that I get a feel for everything. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I like that. It's good to have that diversity, have that diverse portfolio, a little bit of everything. Like you said, cars, um, photo
Yeah.
shoots, portraits, and whatnot. What's been your favorite genre? What do you like to do most?
Mostly portraits. I
Mm-hmm.
think like self portraits of people. I feel like it's easier for me. I think that's just because that's what I really started to do in the beginning. So it comes quicker for me. And then I really like learning about the person, especially who I'm going to photograph.
Mm-hmm.
Just having that connection with them, learning about them, make them
Mm-hmm.
feel comfortable in front of the camera if they ever like been in front of the camera and stuff like that. So I really like portraits.
I love that. I love that statement about making people comfortable, making them feel comfortable at the camera and about you. Because personally, when I meet a new person that I've not met ever, I really like to connect with them. I really like to get a good sense of who they are, so they can get a sense of who I am. And then once we're in the location, once we're shooting, we're all rolling, we're having fun. They're not tense, she's not tense, and everything's just pure perfect and all good. Who do you photograph?
Yeah. Who do I photograph?
Mostly, yes.
I feel like lately I've been photographing other creators.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing that I just been noticing myself is just like I feel like people who I've been attracting are other influencers or like creators, which I mean that's good for me, you know. I feel like I continue to just do it to keep practicing as well for myself. I think I really like it. I feel like I've been attracting different audience that I didn't think I was gonna attract. So.
And is there a specific audience you want to target, or you want to? Is this
No, I don't really have.
photography?
I don't think I have anyone in mind. I guess that's what it would be because I'm into the social media realm. So the fact that I'm taking pictures of other like influencers or like people who are in that type of industry, I think it's pretty cool because I get to learn them about them too. So
When you're creating, when you obviously say you're taking pictures of other creators and influencers, is there certain things that you pick up from them that you could add to your work, like the things that you see, how they take pictures, or the things that
yeah,
little elements, little things that you could add to your work? What kind of things are those? What kind of aspects?
most definitely. Um, I feel like I learned like small techniques, like
Mm-hmm.
whether it's like using a certain angle or the certain camera that they're using, um, what helps them with like the posture or like for me, one big thing that I seem to share with other people is that I really like to play music when I'm doing photography. I think that for me, I really like to create like a vibe between me and the person who I'm gonna take pictures with. So I share that with them. But some people already be doing that, so I think that's pretty cool. So we bounce back ideas.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. It seems like when you're in these photo shoots, it sounds like it's pretty much like a whole experience for you. It's
Yeah, most
it's like
definitely.
it's like your own world, your own space to create, to be yourself. Because obviously you have the camera, and with the camera, obviously we have so much freedom to express our inner feelings. Is there
Yeah.
a certain type of emotion? Is there a certain type of theme that you're trying to show in these photographs, or what's the whole process like when you're in the field?
That's a good question. I think that I like to bring a different side of people. We do like awkward poses. We try to do something different, something that they want to go ahead and try, but as another like influencer, I guess, I can like take those certain pictures for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like also building their confidence and things that they want to do. So I think it's pretty cool because we bounce off ideas. So if they're telling me like, oh, I want to do this, this is my vision. I understand that. I'm like, okay, like I'm trying to see your vision so that I can help you with that, but
Yeah.
put it my twist in there as well.
So it's like a collaborating effort.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
as
like
well.
that. Yeah. So what kind of gear are you shooting with?
I actually have an old school camera.
Okay.
I have a Rebel. It's a T3.
Oh, really? Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I haven't upgraded. Honestly, I had one and it totally blew out. I don't know what happened to it. It just doesn't turn on. So
Uh-huh.
I bought the same one again. So and people were like, okay, it's time to upgrade. Like it's you have that camera for like I want to say like 2 years. Like it's
Yeah.
upgrading time. But honestly, I was just like, I don't know. Like I don't know if I want. I'm still learning my camera.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm the type of person that likes to master the thing before I jump into the next.
Hmm.
And I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I create with it. So
I mean, as long as you're happy with the work, right? Do you like the results you're getting off the camera?
yeah, no, it's definitely. I think what I really like about it is the vivid colors that it brings. A lot of people compliment about the colors that my camera brings. And I'm just like, it's a rebel. I don't know what to tell you. It's old school.
As another point I was gonna mention a little later in the show. But yes,
Yeah.
I agree. I love the colors. I love the vibrancy of
Mhm.
of your photographs. Is it okay we later we bring in your Instagram and show
Yeah,
your work?
of course.
Cool, awesome. Yeah. So no, I definitely love the vibrant colors. I love the warm tones. I love the composition. And what I've noticed too about your whole aesthetic is that it feels very, I don't know, it feels very summery. It feels very um summery vibe. It feels very calm with the colors and the orange tones and whatnot. What's that whole process like? Is that intentional? Is that something? Is that a whole? Is that a like aesthetic? Do you want to that you've done for a while? You want to keep continuing it, or why the vibrant colors? What does that bring to you?
I feel like the camera automatically does that for me.
Hmm.
So I really like that. So I don't feel like I have to edit as much because for some reason the colors are just they're just there.
Hmm.
And I only shoot daylight. I mean I can do like long exposure and all that night stuff, but I really like to just do daylight.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me to even just see it in my own work. I don't know what type of like vibe I'm creating. I just know that I'm like creating, and I'm just going with whatever I think looks good, and
Hmm.
then I just But yeah, there's a lot of colors in my pictures. I can definitely agree with that. I don't know the
Yeah.
type of vibe it is. I mean, you
Uh-huh.
guys can see it, but I'm like my worst critic, so I don't know what I'm really looking at. I just know that I'm doing it, and I'm creating, and I like it, so I'm like, okay. And I feel like my photography has changed over time, so
Uh-huh.
I know it's still gonna continue to change.
And so I like that. Let's talk about that. Your work has evolved. When you first started photography, what kind of pictures were you taking?
I think I was just taking anything.
Hmm.
I did take a photography class during college, and I was just trying to learn how to, use my camera. So I was taking pictures of just like items and like, I really started off by like taking pictures of items because I used to have like a little online shop. So that's the reason why I even kind of like got into photography
Hmm.
was because I was taking pictures of my own items. So that's how I started off. And then I just transferred into like people, like my friends,
Portraits.
just going, like, when we'd go adventures and stuff, I would like just bring my camera and just take pictures of them and they would pose for me. They're very like open to doing that for me. So I just gravitated to people and then couples and then so on and so forth.
Okay. I'm gonna. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
We're
I
gonna
can see
pull
it.
up your Instagram. Do you see your Instagram page?
Yep.
All right, let's talk about this. Man, look at these colors. Yeah, just like you said, like, oof, look at this one. I like this one a lot. You
These
definitely
are all my hidden gems.
crisp,
I don't post
crisp.
a lot as much as I should.
Uh-huh. Nice. Is there a certain image that you want me to that you want me to pull up so you could talk
Whichever one
about?
you want to talk about, whichever
Okay.
one stands out to you, we can definitely talk about that one.
So obviously, first thing that stands out to me is definitely you have an aesthetic going on. It's pretty obvious that you have a whole grid going across. You have the same type of model, but different elements, different things, different poses, different like this one. I love this one because obviously you have these two. You have the model, but then you also have this these little collages right here. Oh, and I didn't
Collage.
notice that too. That you also have this background in the back. It's the obviously it looks like it's a background of the model, but you also have two layers on top.
Hmm.
What's that like? Is there a certain type of thing that you want to bring in? What's the whole meaning behind that?
I mean, definitely an aesthetic. I feel like for even my personal page, I like to create a little storyline or just like I want it to look vibey. I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm very picky with how I, you know, put the images.
Hmm.
But I want them to all look different, but come together at the same time.
Hmm. It blends very well. I love that. It blends very
Thank
well.
you.
Um, also love this one too. Look at this. You have great work, dude. It's
Yeah, it definitely brings a little vibe to it.
I have glanced your work, but I've never really analyzed it till now.
That's
Yeah,
Daisy.
that's Daisy. Yeah, Daisy.
Shout out to Daisy.
And then we have Jaquan, and then like you said, it's a mixture of everything, right? We
Mm-hmm.
have
Yeah.
obviously we have some portraits of men and women, but we also have, like you mentioned, it's diversity, it's cars, it's portraits, and yeah, you have this Dodge right here.
Yeah.
Are
Just
you
trying
into
to
cars?
do different. Yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's different shooting cars, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm open to it. I'm gonna learn while I do it. So
Talk to us about that. What's difficult about shooting a car rather than shooting
I
a
don't
human
know,
being?
just the whole detail, um, the detail of the car, you know, getting it at a certain angle. I mean, it's the same thing as a person,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess it's just because it's, you know, it's just stationed there. So I'm the one that's technically, well, I mean, it's the same thing with the person, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. It's just different. I think it's just because in my mind I'm like, okay, it's a car, so for some
Yeah,
reason,
you got to approach it a little different. Would you say?
yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
And yeah, like just like you said, it's a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's portraits, it's couples,
Couples.
it's cars.
Yeah.
Let's go from the beginning. Let's go all the way to the beginning,
All to my old work.
and we're gonna see how much it has involved. Let's see.
And this is different.
It's yep.
Old work is just more raw.
This is what year? 2016.
Yeah.
Wow,
That was a long time ago. Dang.
long time ago, right? Look how time goes on. And yeah, no, and I definitely agree. Your work has definitely evolved over the years. The the colors, the aesthetic, and what I love about photography is definitely the message, the artistic vision of a photograph of how it could, um, you know, change people's perspective. And I really like how you just definitely. It seems like you've played around with your work. Would you say you've uh, you've tried a little bit of everything? Right?
Yeah, I think that's what I like to do is just I just like to mess around. I just like to have a fun time while I'm shooting.
Uh-huh.
And see what I can create with it.
All right. Oh man, I've been there a couple of times. Fort Ord.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it, Lupe. Good job. What do you see your work involving? What do you want it to go next?
I have no idea. I mean, I obviously it's gonna evolve. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't know into what direction it's going
Mm-hmm.
to. I feel like it's still going to the same direction. Probably like self portraits, more like street vibe.
Mm-hmm. Which is interesting. It's. I mean, it's. I have a struggle with self portraits. You said you would photograph yourself in the street, or will
No, like street vibes, like have people,
okay.
you know, because I mean, I like four door, like you know, it's already the scenery already speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so what can we do by us being at four door? What objects or
Mm-hmm.
there's like a window, there's like broken glass, you know,
Mm-hmm.
there's different things.
Right. What do you like most about photography? Is it the creative process? Is it talking about the work? Is it publishing in the work? Is it creating the work? Like what do you most what drives you to take pictures and to
I
create?
think it's the creative work. I
Mhm.
think it's just trying to create something with my camera and see what comes out of it. Also like a storyline. In
Mhm.
a way, I feel like I guess that's where I'm leading to, making more of a storyline.
Mhm.
Because I like to take pictures of the same person,
Mhm.
but different. How do I say it? Like different things, more detail. Like the picture of the girl, my friend, she had a tattoo, so
Yeah,
you know,
you
more of
definitely
like
want to incorporate.
who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to bring more of the person through the image.
Mhm.
So, but I'm still learning that, obviously. More detail.
More details. I like that. What else do you like about photography besides the creative process? Because it seems like, I mean, honestly, I'm interested. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
You're an Aquarius, really? What? I would have never guessed that. I definitely feel some Pisces vibe off you, honestly.
Pisces.
Do you have any Pisces in your natal chart by any chance?
I have no idea.
You never checked that out?
Probably.
Yeah, no, you definitely have like this Pisces, this like creative, this like spiritual, and like this creative mastermind in you, and I love that. I love it a lot.
Yeah.
When you pull up to a scene, when we pull up to a location, what are you mostly looking for? Is it composition? Is it colors? Is it you know, what you obviously, like I said, when you pull up to a location, what's the most important aspect to create a photograph?
Probably the scenery. I'm very scenery colors.
Yeah.
You know, what the person, you know, is wearing, what would look good with what I'm using, what's the environment. Just like little things, like I said, like if I see like a window, I'm just like automatically thinking, okay, what can we do with the window? Mm-hmm. Or it just, I'm very, it's all, for me, I like the scenery. I mean, it's not everything, but I'm very into scenery.
You like to have that vision in mind. And yeah, when you're photographing, do you, like you said, you say you like scenery when you're when you're location, it's scenery for you, that's the most important thing. Do you photograph for Instagram? Like, when you take a picture, like, do you already have that buy for Instagram? Okay, like, this is good for Instagram, this is good for web. Or do you just take the picture and that's the intention, to take a picture and then you edit it on whatever software they use and then you publish it on Instagram?
I think it is like Insta worthy, I guess I would call it. Mm-hmm. I think I do think of that, how you mentioned, mm-hmm. when I take pictures. Mm-hmm. Because most of the people who come to me to want to take pictures in the first place, obviously we're in an era where it's a lot of like social media, a lot of online stuff. So people, when they come and they want certain pictures, it's most likely for their Instagram or for their online business or for, you know, just to share. So I guess I do have that type of mindset, like mm-hmm. Insta worthy. Mm-hmm. I guess I would say it, as simple as that sounds.
No, I love it.
It's not always that, but most of the time, I guess you can say, if I'm being honest, yeah.
Yeah, no, because I mean, what I see from your work, it feels like you already have that thought in mind that this is going to be for Instagram, and you already have the layouts and like the layers built up on each other. What editing software do you use for those images that we pulled up earlier?
I use different ones. So I do have one specifically for the collages. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what it's called. I do have it on my phone. I'm just not sure what it's called. Mm-hmm. And like Vasco, and Lightroom. Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to push forward? Is there any new type of work that you want to create, or something that's been in the back of your mind that you've been putting off for a while and you're like, well, you know what, this is the time to do it?
Well, I feel like I've been thinking and plotting, and I'm personally just thinking of doing something for myself, do something with photography as well. Mm-hmm. Most likely it's going to come down to a business aspect. And yeah, definitely, I've been thinking about that lately. So that's been heavily on my mind. Going to use, obviously, photography and what I know to help me with that.
What are your goals in life?
My goals in life? Mm-hmm. I have a lot of goals in life. Mm-hmm. Obviously, being a creator is one. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've always had like a creativity in me. I'm not sure where that even came from, but I feel like it's my way of self-expressing, regardless of whatever's going on in my life. I think that I gravitate to photography or like writing or anything that has to do with like self-expression. So goals, I have a lot.
Okay.
Obviously, wanting to start my business. I'm hoping that happens soon. And maybe even into writing. Hopefully I can later on have a book out or something. I'm into like poetry.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about that writing. What kind of things you like to write about?
How I feel,
Yeah.
just a way to express myself, even just not even how I feel, maybe how someone else feels. And I just want to create, a line, a poem.
Mm-hmm.
I really like wordplay, like messing with the words, what seems to like rhyme, kind
Mm-hmm.
of like rap in a way. So
Obviously, we're
yeah.
human beings. We have emotions. We go through life. We go through different stages. We have ups and downs. Personally, in a day, I have days where I feel high, there are days where I feel super low. How do you deal with emotions? Because it seems like with what you're going through, the emotions that you have inside you put it out through creative things such as writing, such as photography. What kind of feelings do you go through on a daily basis and a weekly basis? Because I feel like what I feel from you is emotion. I feel a lot of vibrant emotion from you, even through a screen. I feel a lot of emotions, a lot of deep feelings, a lot of deep thinking. What do you go through? What's in your mind? And obviously, you don't have to get personal.
No,
And
yeah, of course.
and if you
So
love to
many
share, I'd love
Aquarius,
to hear it.
we're very mental. I don't know. Aquarius is a very mental. Whoever's an Aquarius would probably tell you that.
Okay.
So I guess overthinking is obviously a thing. But I mean, I go with daily struggles. I mean, I come from a very humble family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm the smallest of like four kids. Just striving for more. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm first generation, I guess. My parents are straight from Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I do talk Spanish. I am Hispanic. So I think that just coming from a very humble family, having to find my way out for myself is what drives me the most. So obviously emotions come and go. I have my days, and that's when I'm gonna write. I journal a lot. Obviously, I do a lot of poetry to let it out. Um, but I'm very private at the same time. So emotions,
Mm-hmm.
I like to share them in different ways.
Right.
Definitely.
Let's talk about your family. You mentioned that you're first generation. Your parents are from Mexico. Which part of Mexico are they from?
Morelia, Michoacán.
Morelia, Michoacan. Shout out to Morelia. Um, you being a first generation American Mexican, how do your parents feel about you being a creator, being a creative? Because
I don't.
personally, when I first started photography, this was like 2015, and I was a junior in high school, and I remember that like I wanted to go into medical. I wanted to be a sports doctor. And then my parents were all about it. Like they wanted to support me. I had a mentor and everything. And then photography came in play. And then I totally just forget it. I forgot about medical stuff. I was very interested in photography. And I told my parents I want to be a photographer. I want to do this for the rest of my life. They're like, what are you gonna do this for? Like that's not a career. How are you gonna make money off that? How are you gonna support your kids? How are you gonna support your
Yeah.
family? Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
as Latino Hispanic parents, we have that stigma of you have to get a great career. You got to go to get that 4-year degree. For you, has that affected your way of being a creator?
Mm, not necessarily. I feel like that is the reason why I'm a creator because my parents don't fully understand what I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I share with them what I do, but I don't feel like they really understand it. Aside from being a photographer, I have a full-time job,
Mm-hmm.
so they see me more of me being this full-time person on my job than who I really am.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I mean, I don't think that stops me. I think that normally pushes me to want to do um, creativity. I don't think they really understand it,
Mm-hmm.
but I I also feel like I get it from my parents because my dad, since I remember, he's always been into videography. Um, he always had a camera, a video camera on us when we were kids.
Okay.
Um, there's so many videos that he took of us back in the days. So I don't even know if he knows that I feel like I pick it up from him. Because when I was a kid, I got gifted an actual camera,
Uh-huh.
and I remember I would take pictures of the most randomest things. And now that I'm a photographer and I'm doing this, and my parents are aware that I'm doing this,
Uh-huh.
my mom's a little bit more accepting to it. And I talked to her about it. She was like, "Well, ya lo estamos haciendo desde que estamos chica. Like you've been doing it for a long time." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Really? Like when?" Like, and I'm like, "Oh, that's right. I always had." And she would
Yeah.
she took a whole album of pictures that I randomly took of my sisters, like just doing the most randomest things. And I just, yeah, I don't think they fully understand,
Yeah.
but I know that they're proud of whatever I decide to do as long as I'm happy. I think that that's going to make them happy. So,
I love that. I love
yeah.
it. So shout out to your dad for bringing that creative side out of you. All right. Yeah. We're gonna end this segment, this interview, with a couple of fast questions. I'm gonna ask
Okay.
you a couple random questions. Whatever's in mind, go ahead and just say it. Favorite city?
San Francisco.
Favorite food?
Burrito.
Favorite place to photograph?
Big Sur.
Favorite color?
White.
3 words that would most describe you.
Um,
That's a tough one.
Writer, photographer, and humble.
There it is. 3 words to describe Lupe Martinez. Thank you so much for coming down in for episode 5. We appreciate you taking time out of your day to be here with us, and hopefully your story, your message, your spiritual being inspires other women and other people to pursue their dreams, no matter race, color, and ethnicity. So thank you very much. Where can people find your work?
At IG on soullight
All right.
_
Yeah, sounds good. We're gonna have that in the description
on
box.
my work.
So thank you so much, Lupe. Hope to talk to
Thank
you
you for
soon,
having
and
me.
have a rest of your day.
You too.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.